What is the name of the guy who assassinates your skills? Skiller. Hi there, people! My name is Matt Sierra and this is Business 2.0, the show where we're talking about how to earn more, how to spend in more intelligent, smart way, and simply how to live a better life. And today we're gonna think about the thing that could seem impossible when I tell you this thing for the first time. But then you will see that it is possible, because we are human beings, which means that we are mortal. And I'm not gonna change it. Unfortunately, you're still gonna be mortal after this episode. But what I can change is to convince you that you could be financially immortal, which means that your money will always be there. Maybe with some pauses, but even after some problems, after some tough situations in your life, you're gonna recuperate, you're gonna find out the ways to build your richness once again. Not with motivation, not with law of attraction, not thinking positively, although it helps, but using the particular solution, which always works. But before I'm gonna tell you that, remember that below this video you're gonna find out the link to watch the free episode about Elon Musk's strategies. So I've checked the guy, I've learned a lot, and I've prepared the free video for you with his strategies. So it's more or less 60 minutes of knowledge, and it's a piece of good content. So I advise you to download it right now, because I hope it's gonna help you in your financial life. And now I'm also gonna help you with your financial life, giving you the fresh perspective. What do you need if you lose your job, or if you lose your company? Like you lose all your clients, or your company will be closed because of pandemics or something like this, whatever. Or just your industry will stop creating high incomes, and you've got to change something. What would help you? What would help you? Of course, $10 million in your bank account would definitely help you, but unfortunately, most of us don't have such possibility. But we've got something else. It is called skills. That's it. Situation A. You lose your job and you don't have any skills. Yeah, so your job was, I don't know, it wasn't too ambitious. I mean, you weren't forced to use your mind, your skills. You were just doing some pretty easy thing. And right now they tell you, we bought a new robot, and this robot will be more efficient than you, so get lost. It can happen. It happens in life. So, the person number one doesn't have any skills in this situation, and the person number two has plenty of skills. For example, speaks foreign languages, knows something about leadership, how to create business teams and how to manage them, knows how to manage time, which is also important, knows how to fight stress, knows how to create relationships with people. So he or she knows a lot of people, important people, entrepreneurs, and so on. So wouldn't it be much easier for this particular person? The situation would be exactly the same, but with more capacities, with more capabilities, with more skills. It's gonna be much, much easier to our second person, to our person number two. That's why it's important to think about it right away. Yeah, to start working on it right now, because especially if your work is not related with gaining new skills. So you're gonna work there 5 years, then they're gonna fire you, which is always possible. And the simpler is the job, the work done, the faster will it be done by robots. You've got to remember it. And then you can complain that world is, there's no justice in the world, and you can cry, which could be a pretty nice solution for a couple of minutes. But then we've got to do something to prepare ourselves, yeah, because complaining, we're not gonna change our lives. So we're gonna have to prepare ourselves for various situations. And from my experience, I see that the only thing that really works are the skills, not the magical law of attraction, thinking positively, which is good, but it's not efficient, it's not sufficient. Yeah, we need skills, because people, companies, clients will pay you only for your skills. If you don't have any skills, no one's gonna pay you, no one's gonna give you money. Why do I pay my Italian teacher? Because his Italian is much better than mine. So he's got a skill. I don't have the skill, or my skill is not good enough, so I pay him. If he wanted to learn Polish, he would pay me. Okay? So that's it. And that's how life works. Of course, there are some additional things, like if you're a politician, then your only skill would be to be smart enough to cheat on everyone, and then you're gonna be a millionaire. But I guess this is not a show for politicians, but for decent, normal people who wanna live a happy life. So you're gonna need skills, a lot of skills. And so it's gonna give you something that I call financial or business immortality. Because even today, having a lot of projects, a lot of companies, because I've got a publishing house in Poland where we prepare, where we create business books for adults, but also for children. I've got my own gym, the first gym in my country made for entrepreneurs. I've got my Institute of Linguistics, which is also present in American market. You can check out the link below. So when we teach, where we teach languages. So I've got a couple of things. So it's not too probable that they would all fail at the same time at all the countries. Rather impossible, but even if it happened, I've got a couple of skills. Yeah, I can talk a lot. Yeah, for hours. I can talk a couple of languages, more than 7 right now, and practicing more and more. So it's skill that could help me in the future. Never know. I can manage my time. I can manage my team. I can hire people. I can outsource things because I've learned it after years of trials and errors. So I think positively. I can fight stress. I'm prepared to live outside my comfort zone because I spend a lot of time there outside my comfort zone. So with those skills, it's gonna be much easier to find something new because I've got also a lot of contacts, a lot of people that I know. Some of them have their huge companies, some have medium companies, so I can just take my phone and call them and ask, listen John, listen Mike, I've lost my company, but you know who I am, you know my skills, maybe we're gonna do something together. And we will do something together because of those skills. That's the solution. Of course, I'm not gonna tell you to resign from your other hopes, like law of attraction, thinking positively, or simply believing in God's help. But God gave you help already, giving you the possibility to learn more, to gain more skills. You've got the huge brain, the genius brain, which can acquire a lot of skills. That's your help. You're gonna use it or not. So let's use it. That's it. So then the only thing that we have to discuss here is if you can really learn everything. Because People, for example, our clients from my Institute of Linguistics frequently tell me, Matt, you tell us that you speak a lot of languages, so maybe you're some kind of genius, maybe you've got some kind of talent, your DNA contains some particles related to language learning. Well, science says no, nothing like this exists. But many people believe that. Why? Because they don't believe that they could achieve this kind of results. Which is absurd, because everyone could achieve every kind of result. Imagine that there is a shop with skills, not with potatoes, not with tomatoes, not even with cucumbers, but with skills. You enter the shop and you see the shelves around you, and you see, for example, Spanish language for $5,000. Then you see public speaking for $7,000, for example. Then time management for 1,000, maybe only, cheap, and so on. And you just pick. You just pick your future skills, pay, and you have them. Like in Matrix, yeah, like they installed the skills to the brain directly. So imagine this. What if I tell you that this kind of shop really exists? Yeah, and I'm not crazy. I know many people wouldn't agree, especially my wife. But I'm gonna tell you again and again that I'm not crazy. My psychiatrist told me that there's hope. So there is such a shop. There is such a skill supermarket. But the only difference between normal classical stores and this one is the price. Because normally the price is in dollars, in pesos, in euros, etc. But here the price is counted in time. So, Spanish language, 500 hours. Time management, 500 hours. Public speaking, 1,000 hours. What's strange is that normally when you visit a shop, the prices are the same for each and any of us. Yeah. So if I enter the shop and tomatoes cost $4, then when you enter the shop, tomatoes also cost $4. But in skill shop, it works pretty differently because, for example, if I already speak a couple of languages and I pick up a new one, then it costs me less because I've got experience in this field. Yeah, so for someone, the first foreign language would cost, for example, 1,000 hours. But for me, the 8th or 9th is gonna cost, I don't know, 100 hours till I start talking to foreigners. So the price will be lower for me. Not because I'm genius, but because I've got some experience. But for example, playing tennis for me would be extremely expensive. Because my body is not perfect for running all the time and screaming, shouting, etc. And also my coordination is not good enough yet. But finally, if I wanted, because I'm not pretty motivated to do it, but still, if I wanted, I know I could do it. I could pay the price. For some of you, the price, although you never play tennis, but the price could be pretty low. Why? Because you run regularly, or your coordination is perfect, or your weight or height are perfect, whatever. So for some people, some prices are lower, some are higher. This is a perfectly normal thing. But in the end, there is a price. And everyone could buy the skill using his or her time. So even if the price is extremely high, like for me, it was with public speaking, because I am an introvert. I was very shy. I was afraid of speaking to two people, especially if they were female. And even if I remember a situation from my primary school when my history teacher told me, Matt, tell all your friends from your class that the history class will be held in another room, because this room, we've got a problem with this room, so it's gonna be done in another room. And something as simple as that, just informing all the people from my class that we will have our history class in different room, was so traumatic to me that I remember it even today, that it was so tough to think about it. Okay, those are two girls from my class, I have to approach them and tell them this thing. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, but that's why my price for gaining skills like public speaking on YouTube, for in my country, my episodes have 100, 200,000 views, because I've created the most popular business channel in Poland. So this is called public speaking, yeah, because there's a lot of public. But I also chair from time to time live seminars where I speak in front of 1,000, 2,000 people. So it required me to spend a lot of my hour bucks, yeah. So I've spent lots of hours learning, surpassing my stress, my fears, learning the skills, how to use hands, how to change voice, and so on. And that's it. After many hours, after paying the price, I finally have it. So it means that everyone can gain every single skill. So it means that this kind of skill shop really exists. Maybe it's strange because it has different prices for everyone, but still the prices are there and they are finite. I mean, they are fixed. So you only have to start, learn, do it, and finally the price will be paid and you're gonna have the skill. And with those skills, gaining more and more skills, paying for them with your time and energy, of course, sometimes also money, yeah? Because you can pay language classes or buy some book about time management. Probably I'm gonna have my own book about this topic soon in English, because I've already created such a book in my language. So maybe soon I'm gonna prepare one for you. We'll see. But still, I mean, it's very important to gain those skills and imagine your life with a couple of skills that you're gonna gain with time. Imagine. Then, no matter what is gonna be the situation, and I can tell you from experience, mine and yours, that the things that will be around us will always gonna be screwed. The politicians will always gonna be corrupted. The world governments will always fight with each other. There will be always wars. There will be always financial crisis from time to time. That's it. We can be sure about it. That's why it's so important to be prepared. And be prepared means having skills which will always save you. With skills, you can even lose everything. They can take your gold. They can take your bitcoins. They can take your house. They can take your car. But they're not gonna take your skills. And with your skills, you're gonna have a new car. You're gonna have a new house. You're gonna have a new ounce of gold and a new bitcoin. You're gonna do it. You're gonna recuperate always with skills. That's a very important thing, and that's the only solution which creates business or financial immortality. I wish you had it, so I wish you to practice those skills. The first step to do right after this video is to take a sheet of paper and write down all the skills that you want to acquire, without thinking that they are impossible for you. It's impossible for you to acquire them because you don't have any genes or talents or so on, just thinking about what could be your price. Yeah, for me, Spanish could be 300 hours. For me, public speaking could be 2,000 hours because they seem impossible to me. Yeah, just make the list because it's gonna be the perfect first step. And also, it's gonna be the realization of the fact that it's related only with time and energy invested. Not with genes, not with talents, not with such the strange things, but only with your time invested. So then the second step is gonna be only to invest this time. So I wish you all the best skills to gain financial immortality. Remember about the bonus video about with Elon Musk's strategies that you can download below this video. You're gonna find out the link below. And remember that every Thursday we're gonna see each other here in new episodes. Thanks for today and see you next time. Bye.